Hello students, retirement of a partner lecture 2 problem number 2. In present video I am going to explain about second problem from retirement of a partner topic. I am taking this question from Telangana State Telugu Academy Inter Second Year Accountancy Textbook. But this video is useful to all commerce students who want to know about retirement of a partner. On this topic I made some videos. Videos links are available in the description box. This question is also available in the description box. Let us see the question first. X and Y are partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2. Their balance sheet as on 31st March 2020 was as follows. This is known as old balance sheet. Under liability side, capitals of X and Y are 30,000 rupees and 20,000 rupees. General reserve 15,000. Profit and loss account 10,000. Creditors 25,000. Bank overdraft 20,000. Asset side, buildings 30,000. Machinery 25,000. Investments 15,000. Stock 28,000. Debtors 20,000. Cash 2,000. Two side totals are 1,20,000 rupees. Additional information. X retires from the business on the following terms. A. Goodwill is valued at 20,000 rupees. B. Depreciate stock and machinery by 10%. C. Provide for bad debts at 6%. D. Buildings are valued at 35,000 rupees. Give journal entries, necessary ledger accounts and the balance sheet. In question is asking to write journal entries. No need to write journal entries because 99% in public examination he doesn't ask any journal entries. While explaining the problem, I may write some journal entries on the board, but you need not to write any journal entries in public examination. So we prepare ledger accounts and balance sheet. Let us start the solution. In ledger, first account is revaluation account. Revaluation account is a nominal account. So while preparing this account, nominal account rule we should follow. Nominal account rule is debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains, profits. When loss comes in revaluation of assets and liabilities, if asset value decreases or liability value increases, it is a loss. It should be shown on debit side of revaluation account. When profit comes in revaluation of assets and liabilities, if asset value is increasing or if liability value is decreasing, it is a gain. We have to credit that. B, C, D. These three bits are related with revaluation account. See the first one. Depreciate stock by 10%. In old balance sheet, stock value is given as 28,000 rupees. In old balance sheet, stock value is given as 28,000 rupees. And in adjustments is given that depreciation is to be provided on stock by 10%. Meaning is, in old balance sheet, the amount which he has given, 28,000 rupee, is cost price of stock. At the time of retirement, existing partner inquired in the market and he came to know that stock market price is reduced by 10%. So 10% of 28,000, 2,800 is reduced. So the remaining value is the market value of stock. Market price is new value. Cost price is old value. Comparing to cost price, market price is decreased, means stock value is decreased. Stock is an asset. If asset value decreases, it is a loss. We have to show that on debit side of revaluation account. To stock account, stock value 28,000 rupees, 10% of 28,000 we should decrease. 2,800. B. Machinery is to be depreciated by 10%. In old balance sheet, machinery value is given as 25,000 rupees. In old balance sheet, machinery value is given as 25,000 rupees. Cost price of machinery is 25,000. In additional information is giving that 10% of this 25,000 is to be depreciated. Means market value is decreased by 10%. So the remaining value is the market price of machinery. Machinery is an asset, asset value is decreasing. It should be debited to revaluation account. To machinery account. Machinery cost price 25,000 rupees into market price is reduced by 10%. So 2500 is reduced, which is a loss. It should be debited to revaluation account. C. Provide for bad debts at 6%. In old balance sheet, debtor value is given as 20,000 rupees. In old balance sheet, debtor value is given as 20,000 rupees. In additional information is giving that 6% provision for bad debt is to be provided on debtors. Provision for bad debt we have to subtract from debtors. Debtor is an asset. Asset value is decreasing. It is a loss. It should be debited. 2. Don't write debtor word. Write down provision for bad debt. Debtor value 20,000. On that 6% PBD we should provide. 200 into 6, 1200 rupees. D. Buildings are valued at 35,000 rupees. In old balance sheet, buildings value is given as 30,000 rupees. In old balance sheet, building value is given as 30,000 rupees. It is cost price. At the time of retirement, existing partner inquired in the market. He came to know that market price of building is 35,000 rupees. Market value is increased by 5,000. Building is asset. Asset value is increasing. It is a profit. It should be credited to revaluation account. By building account, how that 5,000 comes? Market value 35,000 rupees minus cost price 30,000 rupees. 5,000 is the profit. So all amounts were taken in revaluation account. Finally, we have to find out the profit or loss in this account. Debit side total is more than credit total. In rough notes, first debit total you have to find out. 6,500 minus credit total 5,000 rupees. Difference is 1,500. Debit side we wrote losses. Credit side we wrote gains. So finally, in revaluation of assets and liabilities, there is a loss of 1,500 rupees. Who should bear this loss? All partners should bear this loss. X and Y are the partners now. These two members have to bear this loss. Therefore, this loss we have to transfer to their capital accounts. We said we have to show that calculation. Credit total is less. Credit side you have to write that. By X capital account, loss amount 1,500. In which ratio? Old ratio 3:2. Here 3 number belongs to X, 2 number belongs to Y. X share is 3 by, add this to 5. 3/5 of 1,500. X has to bear. 5 ones are, 5 threes are 15. 3 2 zeros you add. 300 into 3. 900 rupees. In total loss, X has to bear 900 rupees. By Y capital account, loss 1,500 into Y's share is 2 by 5. 300 into 2, 600 rupees. Put the total. Debit side also write on the total. This is revaluation account. Next we have to prepare capital accounts of X and Y. These are capital accounts of X and Y. Partner's capital account is a personal account. So while preparing this capital account, personal account rule we should follow. Personal account rule is debit the receiver, credit the giver. If partner is receiving any amount from the firm, on debit side we should write. In other words, if partner is retiring, the amounts which he received from the firm, he has to return to the firm. Therefore, at the time of retirement, the amounts which partner should return to firm appear on debit side. Credit the giver means if partner is giving any benefit to the firm, all those amounts credit side we should write. In other words, if partner is retiring, the amounts which a firm received from partner, firm has to return. So the amounts which a firm should return to partner at the time of retirement appear on credit side. By balance brought down. In old balance sheet, liability side, capitals of X and Y 30,000 and 20,000 are given now. These two amounts we should write here. 30,000 and 20,000. Opening balance of capital accounts on credit side we should write. Why? Because Capital account is a personal account. It comes under liability. Liability shows a credit balance. Therefore, credit side opening balance appears. In other words, partners brought capital into the firm. If they retire, firm has to return these capital amounts to partners. So these amounts are appearing on credit side. Next come to revaluation account answer. In present problem, in assets and liabilities revaluation, there is a loss of 1500 rupees. That loss we are debited to partners capital accounts now. In partners capital accounts, debit side it appears. 2. Revaluation account 900 and 600. Next come to general reserve, accumulated profit. In old balance sheet under liability side, he is giving general reserve 15,000 rupees and a profit and loss account 10,000 rupees. These two are known as accumulated profits. Profit and loss account amount is given under liability side now. So this 10,000 is known as credit balance of P&L account. It is accumulated profit. If P&L account amount is given under asset side, then the meaning is it is a debit balance. Then it is known as accumulated loss. So two accumulated profits we have. General reserve, profit and loss account, credit balance. These two are accumulated profits. At the time of retirement, firm should pay these two amounts to partners. Therefore, two amounts appear on credit side of capital accounts. First, general reserve. General reserve amount is 15,000 rupees. To X and Y, we have to distribute this amount in old profit and loss ratio. Old profit and loss ratio of X and Y is 3:2. So, in 15,000 rupees, X share is 15,000 rupees into 3 by, add these two numbers, 5. 3/5 of 15,000 belongs to X. 5 3s are 15, add these 3 zeros, 3,000 into 3, 9,000 rupees. For Y you need not to calculate because total general reserve amount is 15,000 rupees. In that X amount is 9,000. 15,000 minus 9,000. Remaining 6,000 belongs to Y only now. 9,000 rupees. Y's share is 6,000 rupees. Come to profit and loss account credit balance. In question he has given 10,000 rupees as profit and loss account credit balance. Now this 10,000 is to be taken by X and Y in same ratio. X share is 10,000 into 3 by 5. 5 2s are 10, 3 zeros, 2,000 into 3, 6,000 rupees. In 10,000, X share is 6,000. Remaining 4,000 belongs to Y only. Credit side we should write this. By profit and loss account, X share 6,000 rupees and Y's share is 4,000 rupees. Now come to goodwill related adjustment. A point is related with goodwill adjustment. Goodwill is valued at 20,000 rupees. In case of retirement, to adjust the goodwill, there are three methods. Revaluation method, memorandum revaluation method and direct adjustment. In question, suppose he used a written off word or cancelled word, then we should adjust the goodwill under memorandum revaluation method. For example, goodwill is valued at 20,000 rupees and the goodwill should be written off immediately or goodwill should be cancelled immediately. If these sentences are given, adjust the goodwill under memorandum revaluation method. Suppose in question he has given this sentence. Retiring partner's share of goodwill is to be adjusted without opening goodwill account. Then we should adjust the goodwill under direct adjustment method. In present problem, he has given that goodwill should be valued at 20,000 rupees. He is not using written off or cancelled words and is not giving in the question that goodwill should be adjusted without opening goodwill account. Therefore, don't apply second method or third method in present problem. Goodwill should be adjusted under first method, revaluation method. In this method, goodwill will be created with its full value, 20,000 rupees, and it is to be distributed to two partners' capital accounts in old profit and loss ratio. Entry for that is goodwill account data. Why we are debiting goodwill account? Goodwill is an asset. Asset shows a debit balance. Now we want to create one asset account, goodwill account. As goodwill shows a debit balance, if you want to create goodwill account, In journal entry, we should debit goodwill account. We are creating goodwill account with 20,000 rupees. That amount to all partners' capital accounts we have to transfer. Here two partners are there. Therefore, to X capital account and to Y capital account we should transfer this goodwill. Y capital accounts we are crediting. Capital account is a personal account. It is a liability. Liability shows a credit balance. If you want to add any amount to capital, as capital increases, you should credit capital account. If you want to deduct any amount from capital, as capital account shows a credit balance, if you debit capital account, then capital amount will get reduced. Now goodwill we have to add to capital, therefore capital accounts are credited. In which ratio we should distribute? In old ratio. In 20,000 rupees, X share of goodwill is old ratio 3:2. So 3 by 5 for X, 2 by 5 for Y. Therefore 3 by 5. 5 ones are 5 fours are 20. Add to 3 zeros. 4,000 into 3, 12,000 rupees. For second partner, 5 ones are 4,000 here. 4,000 into 2, 8,000 rupees. How to post this entry in account? Capital accounts we are preparing. Capital accounts are credited. Therefore, credit side we should post this entry. And what to write in particulars column? We debited goodwill account. Write down that word. By goodwill account. In X column, 12,000 rupees. In Y's column, 8,000 rupees. We have taken all the adjustments in capital accounts. Finally, find out the balance of this account. Credit total is more than debit total. So first credit side totals we should write. X. Credit total minus debit total is balance. Credit total is 57,000 rupees minus debit total 900 rupees. 56,100 is balancing figure. X is retiring from the business. Therefore, firm has to pay 56,100 rupees to X. This is the due amount of X. To retiring partner, how firm settle the due amount? It is not given clearly. Then we should understand that the due amount of X is transferred to his loan account. So debit side 56,100 rupees. For that you have to write to X loan account. Come to Y. Y credit column total is 38,000 rupees minus debit column total 600 rupees. Then the difference is 37,400 rupees. Y is not retiring from the firm. Therefore, we need not to transfer that amount to his loan account. We should write to balance carried down. Put the totals. Capital accounts are completed. Next, we have to prepare goodwill account. This is goodwill entry now. This entry we have to post in goodwill account. In journal entry, goodwill account is debited. Therefore, on debit side, we have to post this entry. What to write in particulars column? We wrote X and Y capitals. Write down these words. To X capital account, to Y capital account. Amounts are 12,000 and 8,000. Then balance this account. Debit side only we have the amounts. Debit total is 20,000 rupees. Credit side by balance carried down. Same amount 20,000 we should write. Total 20,000 rupees. Goodwill account is completed. Next we have to prepare X loan account because the due amount to X we are transferring to his loan account. What is the journal entry for this? In X capital account debit side we wrote to X loan. If you want to post like this, in journal entry X capital account should be debited and X loan account should be credited. Amount is 56,100 rupees. As X loan is credited, in X loan account credit side we should post. In particulars column what to write? We debited X capital. Write down that. By X capital account. Amount 56,100. Balance X loan account. Credit side only we have the amount now. Write down the total. Debit side to balance carried down. Same amount. 56,100. Put the total. With this, ledger is completed. In ledger, we prepared revaluation account, capital accounts, goodwill account, and X loan account. Finally, we have to show the balance sheet. Balance sheet of Y. Because X is retired, only Y's balance sheet we have to show. Based on the old balance sheet and additional information, we have to prepare new balance sheet. Liability side, with the creditors we have to start. Creditors amount 25,000 rupees. In additional information, he is not giving any bit related with the creditors. Means in new balance sheet also same amount 25,000 we have to show under liability side. Creditors 25,000 rupees. Bank overdraft 20,000 rupees. Related to bank overdraft there is no adjustment. So in new balance sheet also same amount 20,000 we have to show under liability side. Bank overdraft 20,000 rupees. After completing this, we have to observe the adjustments also. Any extra liability is given or not. There is no extra liability. General reserve and P&L account. These two amounts we have transferred to old partners capital accounts now. Now these two accounts are not there. So in new balance sheet liability side we need not to show general reserve and P&L account amounts. Finally, we have to show the loan account of X and the capital of Y. So loan of X. From where we should write this amount? In capital accounts, X due amount 56,100 rupees we transfer to his loan account now. This amount we have to show here. X loan account. Capital of Y. From where we should take this amount? In capital accounts, Y balance carried down amount is there now. This amount we have to show here. Y capital 37,400 rupees. Liability side completed. Come to asset side. Buildings 30,000 rupees. In additional information related with the building, there is one adjustment. Buildings are valued at 35,000 rupees. Buildings. In old balance sheet, building value is given as 30,000 rupees now. Write down that amount in inner column. Plus market value of building is 35,000 rupees. 5,000 is increased. This 5,000 is known as appreciation. Total amount in outer column. Market value of building is 35,000 rupees. Machinery 25,000 rupees. Related to machinery, in additional information, he is giving one adjustment. BBIT. Depreciate machinery by 10%. Machinery cost price in inner column 25,000 rupees minus depreciation. 10% of 25,000 is 2,500. Remaining amount in outer column. Investments 15,000 rupees. Related to this asset, there is no additional information. Therefore, in new balance sheet also, same amount we have to show under asset side. Investments 15,000 rupees. Stock 28,000 rupees. Related to stock, there is one adjustment. Depreciate stock by 10%. Stock cost price in inner column 28,000 rupees. 10% depreciation we have to provide now. Minus depreciation. 10% of 28,000 is 2,800 rupees. Remaining amount in outer column. Debtors 20,000 rupees. Related to debtors, adjustment number C. Provide for bad debts at 6%. Debtors, old balance sheet value 20,000 rupees minus provision for bad debts on 20,000 6%. In revaluation account we calculated no 1,200 rupees. Remaining amount in outer column 18,800 rupees. Cash 2,000 rupees. In present problem we are not prepared cash account now. Cash account balance is not changed. So in new balance sheet also cash 2,000 only we should show under asset side. Cash 2,000 rupees. From old balance sheet we have taken all the amounts. Even adjustments also we should observe. Any extra asset is given in the adjustment. There is no extra asset in the adjustment. In goodwill account there is a debit balance of 20,000 rupees now. That amount we have to show under asset side. Goodwill 20,000 rupees. We have taken all assets and liabilities in balance sheet. Finally, we have to find out the totals of two sides. Liability side total is 1,38,500 rupees. Asset side total is same 1,38,500 rupees. Thus, in balance sheet, two sides we should get equal amounts. Then only our problem is correct. So this is all about second problem from retirement of a partner topic. Hope this video is helpful to you. Thank you.